All right, so as we promised you guys in the first episode, we are doing the second part of the year under review. I mean, the 2022 2022 in showbiz. So let's go straight to the part 2. Okay, so in the part 2 we have VGMAs. I mean, that's the biggest event, the biggest award scheme in Ghana here. VGMAs. VGMAs. Pa. VGMAs. Obia person Winnie be. I'm a huge fan of VGMAs. So if you are my favorite artist and you fail to win the VGMAs, I become mad at you. That's why I pushed my kitty to win. So let's move straight to the VGMAs. VGMAs was held, I think, somewhere in the middle of the year, and we all saw what happened. The interesting parts, and then the awkward moments, and the lows and the highs and the rest. It was, I think, the 22nd or 21st edition. I think so, one of them. Either 22nd or 21st edition of the VGMAs. And then let's look at the winners. Let's look at the winners or the performance. Should we do the performance first or the winners? The performance. Okay, let's Ojo is saying we should tackle the performance. Okay, so the day one, VGMAs is done in 2 different parts. The Friday and then the main event. The Friday, the awards are for the industry people. That one, you and I are not allowed. We are not allowed to vote, as in testing. The vote is for the board and the academy. That's the industry awards. That's where we find vocal, record of the year, whatever. That one, it is quite technical. So you and I, we are not allowed to cast our vote there. So we saw the gospel artists, some of them performed that day and the rest. Now let's come to the main event, which was held, the following day. It was on Saturday. Let's start from the host, Giovanni and Bella. And then, Sika was saying, yes. So Giovanni was with Sika was saying in that box, and then Bella was handling the main stage. And with Giovanni, you can't go wrong. It was so smooth. You can't go wrong with Giovanni. And then Bella also did extremely well. So with the MC, they had it. To me, they had it. And we saw Wendy Shay's performance. It was okay. It was quite okay. Wendy Shay did well. Kwame Eugene spoiled there. Kwame, when it comes to stage, Kwame is one of the best. You might not like Kwame, but when it comes to stage, Kwame is one of the best. We had Blacko also came in with that controversial is it tricycle? Yes. Is it Pragya? We call it Pragya. You see, VGMAs is sponsored by the V there is Vodafone. The V there is Vodafone. VGMA is sponsored by Vodafone. And their color is red. But on that night, I was like, how? On that night, they allowed a yellow tricycle to bring Blacko on the stage. And the funny thing is, on the tricycle, the number there was MTN number. The number there was MTN. How could you people be so careless? The number there was MTN number. And I was like, how? You had a beautiful show, and that small part took over everything that happened that night. It became the talkability of the show. That small part, that yellow tricycle with the MTN number written on the tricycle. And I'm like, so it didn't occur to any of them. It did not occur to any of them to check this. That was a huge flop. It was a huge flop. In this game, colors speak a lot. Colors speak a lot in this game. You can just use, you see, there was this advert shot by MTN. Is it Gavi or something? They use green, red, blue, and I think blue, yeah. just to speak, to rep other networks. You understand? So in this game, they use colors to talk, to express themselves a lot. And on Vodafone huge stage like this, you bring MTN colors. That was a huge blow to the show. So we are just hoping and praying. Shatta House, I respect them so much. Ghana here keeps saying when it comes to events, come on, you can't go wrong with Shatta House. But this time around, I don't know what happened, and I'm sure the person who was responsible for that, I'm sure by this time, whatever they were supposed to do to the person has been done. I'm sure, because it was a huge blow, and I'm pretty sure that Vodafone did not take it easy with them. They did not take it easy with them. So going forward, we pray they don't pull out. We pray they don't pull out. So going forward, you shouldn't make such a huge mistake again. Just be detailed. Go check everything, and so we all have fun. And then my own kiddie, yes, he also thrilled the fans with the swag, the nice song, the voice, and the rest. Kamido also brought Mayokun on stage. The biggest song that year, the biggest song in 22 was Sugarcane Remix. Come on, forget about every song. The biggest song from Ghana and the year of review was Sugarcane Remix. So every patron, everybody in that room was ready for Sugarcane Remix. And he brought the guy, Mayokun. That song, Mayokun's verse shot, made the song popular. Let me put it this way. It made the song big. Though the original song was that big, but Mayokun's verse made the song big, especially in Nigeria. So big ups to Mayokun. And then King Promise joined him on stage, and then he took over, and he also did his own thing. So the performances were, very, 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 very okay. We saw Stonebwoy returning to the VGMAs. He made an announcement, and then he also performed. I think he even won an award. I think so. He won 1 or 2. So we are pretty sure this year he is going to file for nominations and the rest. So let's come to the winners. Now, Blacko won 2 in that night. On that night, Blacko won 2. He won Discovery of the Year, and then Hip Life Hip Hop Song of the Year. That is the KTT. So he won Discovery of the Year, Hip Life Hip Hop. I don't know if he won. Who won the collaboration? Did he win the Best International Collabo with Second Sermon? Well, I've forgotten, but I'm pretty sure he might have won that one too. So I'll check that one. So, and then Sarkodie also won Best Hip Life Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Kiddy, the Star of the Night. Kiddy won, I think, about 4. So he won Album of the Year with Golden Boy. He won the Dancehall Reggae Song of the Year with the Touch It Dancehall Reggae Song of the Year. He won Afro Beats, Afro Pop Artist of the Year. He won Song of the Year, and then he won the overall Artist of the Year. So he had 5 awards that night. Wow, that's crazy. In recent times, I don't remember any artist winning 5 awards. The VGMAs in recent times, I don't remember. I stand to be corrected, but I don't remember one artist winning 5 awards, on one night. So Kiddy won 5 awards. 5 awards. The last VGMAs, Kiddy won 5 awards. And during the overall artist of the year, we also saw the facial expression. At a point, the competition was between Kiddy and Blacko. At a point, the competition was between Kiddy and Blacko. So when, Honorable Marco Krakumanti, the Deputy Minister for Creative Arts and Tourism, when he was about to announce the winner, we also saw the facial expression between the expression on their faces, Blacko and then Kiddy. You could really see that my boy was very tensed because he lost the previous one to Madame Diana Hamilton. Which most of us thought Kiddy deserved that award, but then he lost it. So, myself, I was panicking because there's something that I've said it many times. VGMAs didn't want 3 music awards to, should I say, decide the artist of the year for them. So previously, whoever won the 3 music artists of the year failed to win the VGMAs. Until recent time, that the last one that Kiddy, broke that thing. So Kiddy was the first artist to win both the artist of the year in both awards. So that's another record that he set. So moving from the VGMAs, we also Shatta and MDK, their jail saga. The stunts, to me, the biggest stunts that occurred in 2022 when the prophets sat on Accra FM with Nana Romeo, and then he made those pronouncements, and Shatta also set the whole thing up, and then boom, it was everywhere that Shatta has been shot, blah 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 blah. So the Mr. No Nonsense IGP Dampare, and then they arrested Shatta Wale straight to the Cape Coast. Yeah, Cape Coast or Ankafo Hobabi Osebisa. They sent them, and then I think MDK to one of his videos, he was displaying gun and the rest. So they both were sent to prison. They came out and they shared their should I say, the experience on Samiflex TV. You can check that one out on Samiflex TV on YouTube here. It is exclusive to Samiflex TV, so you can check that one out. If you've not watched that interview, go there, search Samiflex TV, search Shatta Wale and medical prison experience. It will pop up. Then you listen to whatever they said there. So that was the biggest stunt in 2022. Shatta Wale, MDK, and later when they were released, they were sent to court and they were granted bail. I'm not sure if the case has been closed, but they were granted bail. So let's move to another huge story. This one is a positive one, not a JJ matter. Stonebwoy also secured international record label deal, Def Jam Africa. I mean, another huge record label out there. We know. I mean, we know the kind of people who are signed onto that record label. So they signed our people, our guy, our man. For I think, is it 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. 3 years. Stonebwoy. So Stonebwoy is supposed to release, I think, is it 2 or 3 albums under Def Jam Africa. So the launch, the press release, and all that, we saw everything. We saw everything. So right after the signing, they released Therapy, one of the good songs. I mean, you can say it wasn't that big, but to me it was a good quality song. Therapy. It was released under Def Jam Africa, and also he followed it up with Gidigba. Gidigba was, I think, his second release after Therapy. So that was Stonebwoy's one of his achievements under the year of review. Okay, let's tackle Shatta Wale versus Hugbechocho or Hugbechocho. Okay, festival. What transpired when he was supposed to perform in the Volta region, and due to 1 or 2 misunderstanding, our boy left without performing, and then he left the people out there, very disappointed. But he later went to the organizers and apologized to them, and to me that was a good sign. I mean, a good sign of, how do I even put it? It was a good sign. I mean, he regrets whatever he regretted whatever he did. So it was wise that he went to them to apologize. So Shatta was also supposed to perform during the Hugbechocho festival in the Volta region, and he failed to go there, and that was also what happened. And then the same Shatta Wale versus Burna Boy, we saw how heated the whole thing became. Shatta versus Burna Boy. These guys were friends. I mean, way back. They were friends. I don't know why. That's why Bob Marley said your best friend could become your worst enemy, and your worst enemy could also become your best friend. This is a typical example. We all saw who it was Shatta featuring Burna Boy, and now it is like they can't even. It's like there's something burning between them. there's something burning between them. We just hope and pray that one day, all these things will be settled and there will be peace and there will be another collaboration between Shatta Wale and then Burna Boy. So that was another beef that's happened. Straight, let's get away from the beef and then we tackle the album, some of the notable albums that were released under the year of review. We had Enigma by Wendy Shay. I mean, powerful album. If you've not heard or listened to any song on the album, please go online. Any of the DSPs, go there, or YouTube, just type Enigma, or you can check it out. Habiba, Heaven, Murder. I mean, one man. Nice songs on the album. So just check it out. By Enigma, that's the title of the album, Enigma by Wendy Shay. My own guy, my own boy, Kiddy also dropped EP Foreplay, so you can check it. He has Champagne. I mean, that's popular song. He has Champagne on the album. He has Habib on the album. He has Shakira? Yeah, Shakira. I think four songs on the album, so you can check it out. Just type Foreplay, 4, and then play, 4, play. You can check that one also out. King Promise also dropped 5 star. I mean, brilliant album. He even had a tour on the album. So go out there, just type 5, and then star. You can get the songs like 10 Toes, Ginger, the one with Pato Rankin. What's the title of the song? Chop Life, and then nice other songs on the album. So you can check 5 star by King Promise on all the DSPs. You can check it out. And then we move straight to Saga. They also dropped Jams, another top album. Jams, I think about 8 or 10 songs. Yeah, Jams. So he has 9 songs. I mean, great songs like Hips Don't Lie. You get Countryside. I think that's the biggest song on the album. Countryside, Confirm. The funny thing is, my favorite is Confirm. If you're a Sack fan, you love Confirm because that is Sack there. The Confirm is the real Sack there that you play with that funny, entertaining rap and all that. That's Confirm. So you can check the Jams album out on all DSPs and then other socials as well. So our own The Villain I Never Was, Black Sheriff, also released his maiden album. That's The Villain I Never Was, which was judged by The Feeder, an American magazine, one among the top or the best 50 albums globally. The Villain I Never Was part of it, was selected. That's how good, or that's how crazy the album is. So if you're not listening to or heard anything from the album, go out there, check, just type the Villain I Never Was by Black Sheriff on all the DSPs. I mean, crazy songs on the album. So this is where we draw or this is where we bring the episode 2 or the part 2 of the review to an end. Let's meet again. We are doing this, I think, did I say 3 different parts? Maybe 3 or 4. So let's meet again on Friday, and then either we wrap it up on Friday or we will extend it to another episode. My name is Coach Koli. Please, I'm begging you, should I go on my knees? Kindly subscribe. Please help us to hit 1K. Kindly subscribe to the channel and then leave your comments. Whatever you want to say, any contribution, I mean, if there's any correction, whatever, opinion, whatever, put it there. Leave it in the comment section and then Papa Beku will handle you. My name is Coach Koli. I'm here with Papa Beku and Ojo. Let's meet on Friday. Bye.